Radical Champions universe. I guess it's 80s month here, and we are kicking off a new MLC today and previewing Kevin Owens' greatest hits. Um, we've already gotten some teasers that this month is going to be bodacious and radical. And so we've got kind of this 80s theme with the bright pink shirt. Well, let's take a look at KO, right? His poster here, as we flip it over, he's going to start off at 6-star. I've got a 6-star bronze preview that'll be taken away from me. So at this level, here's what his base is going to look like. I want to show you his trainer ability, which I think is really impressive. At 26k, blue gems are going to do 40% more damage, and black moves start with 2 more move points. He will be an essential trainer on this month's Chase superstar Rhea Ripley, and I think he'd be pretty cool on Zombie Damian Priest as well. He is Legends era Link with no gear. Let me show you my favorite moveset so far for him. And really good thing about this moveset, and I call it a loadout, right? The moveset and entourage combined. This is going to be where you get him at 2-star in the game, and you're probably going to leave this set on him all the way up to 5-star gold. Maybe at 6-star, you'll want to move into triple red, and I can show you that moveset as well. But for now, I want to do a little bit of play here at this move. So basically, you're going to choose, right, yellow gems that are going to load your sharpshooter, sub down your opponent, and then you're going to make a big splash, a bullfrog splash at the end of the match. So I've got my red MP trainer on because I don't have any perks. This is the beginning of the MLC. Later, I would probably have Piper Nevin in that first spot, and then I've got Nikki ASH to deal red damage to 12k, red gem damage, as well as Tech Stacy as the coach to mirror that effect. And then I've got Drew to make that submission move 50% more powerful and last one more turn. Well, as we take Kevin Owens on the road and try out. Oh, let me show you the belt too. This is a preview strap. It's a 30% gem damage. I think I just have a pair of Fury 1s. So regular Fury 1s on him, dealing what, 20%, 20%, and 30%. Skill plate, I threw it on just to try. This is something that most of the community probably has access to at this point in the game. Basic plate of General's orders, right? So when you break 3 or more red gems, you're going to get 3 yellow MP. So you're going to be charging and recycling red, yellow, red, yellow. If this strap was unlocked, I would have also put a plate that a lot of the community had access to in October, the Sheriff's badge plate, so that whenever I make all those red gems for the finisher, I have a big splash of yellow gems overlaying it. So that would be probably how I would take this to the next level. Let's take him on the road against Sami Zayn. All right, I'm here on the road against my best friend and arch nemesis, Sami Zayn. See, I'm going to hit that. So the numbers will be pared down when you have him at the lower levels, but the concept and the gameplay are really the same. You don't want to make too many yellow gems because I did it. Cascade, of course. I was like, you don't want to do too many because you don't want to cascade and then right out of the gate, the cascade. So you want to hit that sub move. You want to bring their MP down while inflicting nearly 500,000 damage per sub. You could even crank that higher if you've got better sub trainers like Logan Paul. You could make that last longer with Zombie AJ Styles. Alright, I hit the big splash, but as you see, didn't take his all the way down, right? So this is a free MLC superstar. So I feel like we have to adjust our expectations just a little bit. He's not going to be hitting right out of the gate for 40 million. And this is with basic trainers and with a very simple plate. I'm not even sure if that plate is doing anything for us here. It might be, especially when gems are breaking on the pin. Let's see. I want to probably hit the finisher again. Now again, sheriff's badge, right? Finisher hits, all the red gems are made, and then boom, big sea of yellow gems would hit, just for some additional icing on the top of the cake, which would be great. But this is one of the better, if not, um, well, it's definitely the best of 2024, right? We'll see how the rest of the year plays out. But I think this is a superstar that's damage is on the same kind of level as a lot of what we've gotten accustomed to with Kaiser Ludwig, with probably Zombie Damian Priest, probably Mosh. I think Mosh was hitting maybe a little harder early on and stealing health as well. But this is a great free Showboat superstar. I know we've all been wanting an MLC Showboat. And it's really cool that it's 80s Kevin Owens. I think this might be the TKO shot. Which if you've been counting, was that 3 turn cycles? Or was it 4? I think it might have been, that might have been the full third, uh, my third cycle through the moveset. Um, so that's what he's doing. That's how that moveset's going to play for you. Obviously, the damage will be scaled down, especially down at 2-star. It'll grow at 3, it'll grow at 4, 5, all the way up, right? Let me show you another set that I think is probably the most powerful moveset. And I think once you get this superstar up to 6-star, you're going to want to switch over. All right, I think once you get Kevin Owens up to 6-star, you might want to try a different move set, and I think this is probably the better move set, the more powerful move set at 6-star. And we are going to be looking at triple red now. Triple red, see, we're actually going to use that pop-up power bomb last, where we had been using it first. What we're going to do is we're going to use double MP trainers here. Again, we don't have perks. This is also a red gem trainer, right? So we're doing a little bit of red MP charge up to 6, red gems 30%, red gems 25%, then red gems 12k more damage. So this is going to be a fast move set that is very explosive and is relying on the stunner first to make the bottom 5 rows into reinforced gems, and then you're going to you're going to mirror that damage again let's see, 146,970 damage a second time. Increase your red gem damage by 50% for 1 turn. Does not affect bonus damage, right? And then we're going to lay down our top row into Argentine Netbreaker is going to become Snowfall Gems. Those Snowfall Gems are going to make gems below it into red. And then that pop-up power bomb is how we're going to turn those break those Snowfall Gems, and then cascade on down the board. Let's see this in action on the road. And like I said earlier, if you have that Sheriff's Badge plate, you're probably going to want to put it on here as well, just to get a little more damage from those yellows popping up. Or if you've got better plates, yeah, you want to add those. So, but I don't have those. All right, so you're going to see if this was a feud build, right, or if you had no perks, we're going to hit that stunner. Look at that. Bottom 5 rows turning into reinforced gems. Then we are going to hit that Argentine neck breaker. Snowfall gems. Now the power bomb. And we're going to choose. Now you only have, okay, this is already yellow, so I'm going to choose 1, and choose 1, 2, 3, right? Now it's going to destroy the whole top row. Then I'm going to take these, and I'm going to do even more damage there on that right side. Watch this. 12 million is his health. And what did I hit? 4.5 million? So if I had maybe a little more, if I had perks, right, I could take out that 4 MP trainer and I could add even more gym damage or red move damage. If I had Fury 2s, right, I'd be getting significantly more damage out of the gems. If I had a 100% gem damage strap for a legend, right, I could get exponentially more damage out of these gems. But there it is, 1, 2, 3. And there is your triple red move set, 6-star preview. And we'll see you at the after party.
Well, Rusty, seems like you had fun playing with this retro Legends era KO. Anything you'd like to report to your listening audience here?
Well, I don't know if you know this or not, Lee, but I was born in the 1980s. I am a child
Oh,
of the 80s. I was born. Were you also born in the 1980s?
I
In
was.
the late 1900s?
Yeah, way back, as the kids these days say, back in the 1900s.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay, so lot of fun, and not only the art concept and the genre and all that, but like just this is gameplay that I really enjoy, where it's not just click click match over, right? Where I got to like load a move, right? Like load my moves, right? Which you don't always have to do that. So a lot of times they come preloaded, or you have perks so high that you never think about like an MP trainer. I actually had to think about like how much MP is enough, how much is too much, how much is too little, which that's totally different in the beginning of a month with a new superstar as we're dialing it in. All that aside, I love sub moves. I love sub damage. And this guy had like base sub damage. Um, if you look in the portal at like, put him at 3-star, put him at 4-star, put him at 5-star, and like track that move damage, it actually grows, I think, adequately with where the meta's at that particular like star level. And it's 6-star
mm,
bronze with a base level of like over 300k per sub turn. And then you can crank that up as high as like 7, 8 turns. That feels
mm,
really, really good to be draining for about 500,000 sub. Now, this is a free this is a free superstar, right? So this is not Ministry of Darkness Undertaker. I'm not dealing
right.
1.5, right? So like this,
Trillion per
yeah,
second.
yeah, like this, like I think this this whole gameplay experience reminded me of like what if they powered down the newest Chase Showboat Seth freaking Rollins? What if they just dialed that damage down instead of being at 30 million? What if it was down at like 7 million? um
Nice.
that's what his triple red move set reminded me of, almost emulating what Seth freaking Rollins does. So yeah, so you have a versatile superstar that's a lot of fun and that's in a category that we really needed. First, a Showboat for free. I think about people that are using Hall of Fame Lawler or Mutant Priest as maybe like the last free MLC
Mm.
Showboat, right? I think that
Yeah,
was
and
two
how many
years
months
ago.
ago was that too?
I
Like
think
that was a
over 24
long time.
months. Like I think it may be
Yeah.
less, but somewhere around the 2-year mark. But yeah, so KO dang good for free to play, and adequately good for people that you even saw like the entourage that I used. Those are like very accessible entourage, and I couldn't really think of ways to improve it, or like how do I get
Mm.
more gym damage out of more than 12k, red like Nikki ASH or Tech Stacy. So I didn't really see a lot of room for growth, except maybe the play on the plate side. I'm sure you've got some ideas for plates. Like I could put a sheriff's badge on him,
Right.
have some yellow bonus damage. Do you have anything that just is like capitalizes off red and makes red even better?
Well, I think they tipped their hat by if you go into each month the free character, if you get them 5-star quick enough, you can get this strap with this plate, and it's the Bulldogs bracers, which I do have, which bumps up the red gem damage. And it's one that I mean, it also buffs yellow. So I've
Right.
been using it on Zombie Lashley almost since I got it. But Zombie Lashley is way out of the meta. That is the first chase sick character that I ever got. You also obviously can use it on Showboat Bulldog because it was made for him, and he does fine with it as well. But I think this is probably the superstar that takes best advantage of that, in my
Hmm.
opinion. There's others, I've put it on a few different people, but certainly that's one that would go here. And so if you get him to 5-star, you have to do it in the first week because you have to get all 4 weeks at 5-star. Then
Right.
then you're lucky and you get a Bulldogs bracer if you don't have it. So
Yeah, like if you get one of those key pulls, you and I have
yeah,
done that in the past. Just been that lucky duck that
yeah.
got that magical key pull. Fingers
Very rare, but
crossed.
when it happens, you go,
Yeah.
so
And if anybody out there is going to get it, we hope it's a Champions Chat like viewer, right?
listener, viewer, yeah.
Viewer, watcher, observer, stalker.
Wrestling
I don't know.
Observer
What do we
Radio
call
stock.
our
Whoa, whoa, hey,
what do we
hey,
call our
sneak that in
those who
there.
watch our videos faithfully? What do we call them other than
We don't think we
observe?
have one of those yet. Maybe this is a topic for the podcast. Tune in this week. What do we call ourselves? The chatters,
The chatty Cathy's.
the chatty catties. Wow. Wow.
I
I
got
thought
called
the
that in
ones you came up
school.
with for professor were terrible.
The chatty Cathy's. Yeah, I call them the brosiples, you know.
Brosiples.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh,
let me ask you this. As somebody
yeah,
who doesn't have relentless KO and I still don't have striker KO, but
right.
you've got at least one of those.
Yeah,
Where do you feel
relentless.
like this free character fits on the KO scale?
Um, yeah, so light years better than zombie KO.
Well, yes, I
If
would
he's
hope
here.
so. Probably
Um,
Tech KO and Trickster
Trickster
KO
KO,
too. Yeah,
way better than way better than
right.
any other free Kevin Owens has ever been. And
Yeah.
I would say, um, I don't know if comparing Kevin Owens is a great measuring stick, but it feels like he's on the power level as Zombie Priest, Mosh, Ludwig Kaiser, Kaiser Ludwig, like
Good.
whatever that run that we've been on with the free MLC superstars, I don't think he's a step down from any of those guys.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah,
That's awesome. So a lot of people need a good showboat. A lot of people need a Legends era showboat because you're
right.
not running who? Brutus, Hacksaw,
Andre,
Junkyard Dog,
the old Andre.
Andre? Yeah, like who you running
I
for
don't
that?
know.
If you don't have Apollo, if you
Yeah.
don't have Santa Hogan leveled up, you're probably hurting in that category. So I think while a lot of people might have issues with new characters, new modern era people being legends, so to speak, in the game, there's precedent with the Ghostbusters, right? So it's not like we haven't seen this before, and I think it fits the gap. Like Rhea being a Legends era female is well, we'll talk about that in her video, but that this fills a lot of gaps for people pretty quickly. So I'm all for it.
Let me share this little Easter egg for you viewers at home that just love when we talk about the real world of professional wrestling. My kids still to this day, every time Kevin Owens is on screen, and my kids are like 10 and 7, they bring up, oh, remember the time he was in the porta potty and Braun Strowman flipped it over and he got turned blue? That's disgusting. Oh, so like
Uh,
to to my kids, he'll always be the porta potty gross out Kevin Owens. Career
nice
highlight. Career highlights.
career highlight. Put it on your VHS tape and rewind that.
Yeah.
Anything else, Rusty?
That's it. That's it, man. Have fun. Have fun with this month long contest and using this free Showboat.
All right. Well, happy 7th anniversary, champions. That's it for this preview. Be sure to check out the 3-minute move set that's already live and the RIA preview that's going as well. We'll catch you on the next one.
7th
Bye.
anniversary gang out.